I just ignored it and just kept going, and then out of nowhere, just had a big bang, and it was just banging the whole time I was driving.
So you knew something was wrong.
Yeah, I knew something was wrong. Yeah.
And so what? You pulled over and you said, "Well, let's see what's going on."
Yeah, I
One
pulled
month.
over. And,
What can you make?
up areas, everyone like they say the bull hauling jobs are one of the highest paid jobs.
Mm.
But like the what I do, I'm just local work. Just around here, and
Mm.
you here a good month, you could take home around.
What up, guys, and welcome back to another video, episode number 2. And today, my special guest is none other que mi compita Jaime Castillo. What's up, brother?
What's up, bro? Thanks for having
Hell
me.
yeah, what's going on, man?
Not much, man. Just here.
How are you?
Good, and you?
Couldn't be better, man.
Yeah.
So we have Jaime here, and Jaime's gonna tell us a little bit about himself, and obviously, as you can tell by the title of the video, he's gonna tell us and fill us in on a little bit of info on what it is to be a bull hauler.
There we go.
So, go ahead and kick it off. As in, how long you been trucking, man?
I've been trucking for 3 years already.
Okay, 3 years.
Yeah.
And out of all those 3 years, or have you been on your own, or you?
1 year working for Seaboard and 2 years working on my own.
Okay, so 1 year company driver, 2 years owner op.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Okay. And man, what do you drive?
Right now, I'm driving a 2004 Kenworth T600.
Okay, T600.
Yes, sir.
Nice. What you got under the hood, man?
Got a cat in there. 6NZ single turbo.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Does it kick like a mule with its balls wrapped in duct tape?
Yes, sir, it does.
Damn, man. How much power are you pushing, man?
I'm pushing right now around 620.
Wow, that's quite a bit.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Is it too much power? Or is it? I mean, is that?
I still think it needs more, but I think it's good enough for now. It'll get the job done.
Damn. So, you say you're owner operator right now, currently?
Yeah, I'm owner operator right now.
Oh, okay. And so obviously you're hauling cows, right?
Yeah.
Wow. So tell us a little bit about that, man. How is it being the owner op? Is like where you're at? Is that, I mean, the trailer you're pulling around, is that yours too? Is it? I mean, does the company provide it? What? Shed some light on that.
So it just depends how you want to do it. The way I'm doing it right now is they supply trailer.
Okay.
I pay a rent monthly on that.
Yeah. Oh man, excuse me. So, well, how much is what's rent looking like as far as
rent for us right now? It's it's good. $1,000 a month.
Okay, so every month $1,000's getting pulled out. You gotta go out and pay it. I mean, how does that work?
It gets pulled out weekly from our paychecks. We get paid every week.
Okay, so it pulls out a little chunk out of each paycheck.
Every paycheck, yes.
Okay, and so you get paid weekly?
Every week, yes.
Wow. Okay.
Every Monday.
Damn, that's badass. So, man, for anybody that for anybody that's trying to get into what you're doing, walk us through a day. Walk us through your day from, the time that, because I know you guys, I see you guys at all times of the day, whether it's at night, whether it's early in the morning or late in the afternoon. I see all those trucks just at all times of the day. So walk us through what, the process. What's a day? What's day to day? What does a day to day look like to you? Tell us what you go through.
Well, day by day, we work all the time, working day and night.
Okay.
On cattle.
All
the time, all the week.
Oh, so what I mean, to be a little bit more clear, is like is there a certain time you have to be there? I mean, obviously there's a certain time and place, but is there like wiggle room? Is there a set schedule? Do they just call you every day? How does that work?
There's a set schedule just for the first load of the day. Okay, we'll get a dispatch day before the day, and only the first load is dispatched.
Okay.
And after that, just when we get to the plant, whatever we get assigned is what's next.
Okay,
but we usually will have a wiggle room around there.
So Is it like first come first serve kind of thing?
Yeah, it's kind of the way you're pulling up to the plant is what you're getting. Yeah.
Okay. So, what, let's just say tomorrow is a Monday for you. What time would you show up?
Well, for Mondays, we'll get our dispatch by Friday, and we
Okay.
know where we're going
So you
already
know
by the
where you're going
weekend.
Monday?
Yeah.
Okay. So where, like, let's just say, for example, more or less, excuse me, but more or less, like, what time would you be expected to arrive Monday and where?
Well, I think we'll expect they'll give us a load time. We'll load by around 9 a.m. And we usually have like a 2 hour drive back to Liberal,
Man,
and
excuse
then
me.
we'll be unloaded by 1 p.m. and back home.
Okay. So you just take off in the morning, Monday morning, or
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, we'll take off in the morning, before an hour or two before our load time and go get our truck
Okay.
checked out, ready to go.
Yeah, yeah. Of course, you got to
Yes,
do that,
sir.
especially now as the owner
Oh,
op,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you pick up your first load and you go drop it off. But now you're here ready to pick up the second load. Is it like, are you going are you going back to where you were at, or do you go somewhere else, or how does that
Well,
work?
usually, it just
Or
depends,
you get a drink
just
of.
your luck.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you could go back to the same place, but 95% of the time you're going to a different place.
Okay. And these places you go to, bro, where is it that you go? Like, where do you travel around, or is it different
It's
different
around here
places?
where I'm from right now. Maybe, I don't know, like around 150-mile radius from home.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's not too bad then,
In
right?
Kansas, Oklahoma, and Texas.
Hmm.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So for me, that I've never hauled live animals, like, what made you? Let's back up a little bit, and what made you even decide to even get in a truck in the first place? Like, at what point did you say, hey, I want to drive this truck?
It's always been like a goal of mine, a dream of mine,
Mm.
something I've always wanted to do since I was 18.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And then, trucks look nice when they're pulling a cattle pod around.
Mm.
They look real nice. So that drove me. And I have a
Uh,
buddy that was doing it, and he got me into where I'm at now.
okay, so you got hooked up, you got connected.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Nice. So now, oh, so now you're let's go to let's back up still further and see at what point, because I know it was when you got your CDL. Did you have to go to school? Was it that time where you still were able to do it on your own? What was
Yeah,
that?
when I was trying to get it, I was lucky enough that there was still the rules weren't put in, the new rules where you had to go to school, so I was able to get it on my own.
Mm.
Yes, sir.
So how's that, man? Did that same buddy help you, like, teach you how to drive a truck? Did you have to go somewhere else? Like, did you have to rent a truck? What was that?
Well, just I had some buddies that were already driving trucks, and they invite me sometimes weekends, and I go down with them.
Ah,
They let me drive, and
shh.
I have another buddy that had a truck, so he would let me
Hooked up.
borrow it on my days off, and I just go practice driving
Hey,
around
that's a
town.
good friend, man. That's
Yeah,
a good friend.
yes, sir.
So, damn, I'll cut that shit out. Um. So now, how hard is? Do you think it was like when you were doing your test, like your even from your written test to the all the maneuvers and stuff in your road test, what were some of the difficulties that you faced, or what would you say was the hardest part about all that?
No, so I think the hardest part was the parallel parking,
Ooh,
because I didn't
yeah.
have much time. I didn't have an instructor to show me that. I would just look at YouTube videos and
Oh
set
man.
cones out, and then just try to get it on my own. Yeah.
Okay, so now let's move a little bit more forward. So now at this point, you got your CDL. And where are you now at this point when you got your CDL?
When I got my CDL out, I went back to work, and the place that I work at, they have truck positions there, truck driver positions, and
Mm,
I asked, if they can move me over as a truck driver,
right.
and they couldn't. I just kept looking until I found a position, same company, but hauling pigs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So you were able to move to within the company, just a different division.
yeah, just transferred to a different
Oh,
place.
okay. And then how was that, man? Hauling pigs.
Yeah, it was, it was easy. It
I
was,
heard them son of bitches are stubborn as hell.
yeah, they're stubborn. They get pretty pain
Yeah.
in the ass to load sometimes. They don't like to move.
And what do you do when the pig doesn't want to move?
Yeah, you just gotta be patient, and be behind them and try to get them up into the
So,
trailer.
so I know talking to you on the phone before, you make pretty good pig impressions. Can you give us your best pig impression?
Nah, no,
Come on,
no,
I'll give you mine and you give me
no,
yours.
no,
Yeah,
no.
I give you. I'll go first and then you can go first.
How do you have? I haven't been around pigs so long that I don't even know.
It was just the other day when you was over there yelling like a pig, brother. Come on.
Nah, no.
Tell you what, I'm gonna take a. I don't know what's going on with my throat. It's getting a little itchy. I'm gonna take me a drink. I'm gonna do my impression, and then we're gonna try to get you to do yours. All ready? This is mine, all right?
A ver. Oh no.
And that's sounds like a pig that's been kicked or moved forcefully.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. These pigs make different noises. They bark
Okay,
like
well,
dogs.
let me get
They bark like dogs,
let
man.
me get a pig noise from you.
I don't know. I can't remember.
Okay, well, just do something similar to me.
Uh,
You said you worked with pigs for a year. You should know at least
and then
one.
that wasn't even a year. It was probably like 3 months, 5 months.
Well, that's not enough to know what a pig sounds like, right?
Man, I can't do it.
All right, I ain't gonna, I ain't gonna make you. I ain't gonna make you. That's fine. So, so now you're moving pigs. So tell us, like, how different is that from? I mean, obviously, a pig and a cow is two different animals. One's, you know, and the
Yeah.
other one's way bigger. Like, what are some of the things you noticed? What are some of the differences between the cows and pigs?
Well, there's big differences in between both of them, and pigs will they're lazy. They're not as dangerous as cows. They
Mm-hmm.
can't kick you.
Mm-hmm.
I have people say they'll bite you. The pigs will bite you, but I
Really?
never run into something like that. Never have.
Uh,
But with the cows, they're running inside. They're running in like little horses.
really?
Imagine
Wow.
2,000-pound cows running in, and if you get caught between one, you just gonna fall and get run over,
So,
kicked or anything.
so let me ask you how does that differentiate in when you're on the road actually taking them wherever they need to go? Uh, I mean, you carry more pigs. Obviously, you can fit more pigs than you can cows, right, in the trailer.
If you can feel them more than the cows,
Yeah.
nah, you can feel those cows more than the pigs.
No, no, no. What I mean is like you can put more pigs in the trailer, and you can put more cows in the trailer. So the amount.
Yeah, it just depends. I've always goes on the size, how big they are.
So
If the cows are
so
bigger, you can, the most I've carried around is like 400 cows. Those are fats.
oh,
Those are like slaughter cows already.
okay. Those are the ones that they're as big as they can
Yeah,
get, and they're done.
yeah, they're done. They'll go into the slaughterhouse.
And you're saying that you can feel the cows sway, like moving
Yeah, you
around
you
more.
can you can feel them. When they start. Maybe they can be fighting each other in the trailer or something, and you'll feel that
Ah,
truck rocking side to side.
so how like does it? I mean, I know probably at this point you're used to it already, but I mean, is there days where it's a little worse than the other, where you have to slow down, maybe even stop?
No, not really. Those cows. I feel like they're easier to haul because they're able to move with the truck.
Ah,
They'll move with the curves, and the pigs are a lot lazier. They'll just fall over and
oh, they just kind of
they
sit
just lay
down.
there, and you don't really know how
Ah,
about.
so, man, one of the questions I've always wondered is, do you guys call yourselves bull haulers, as in a bull, or boo haulers, as in like BOO, like boo,
I just heard everyone say bull haulers.
like bull,
Yeah, bull haulers.
BULL?
Yeah, bull.
Ah, okay. I always wondered that. Just
Yeah.
I didn't know the difference because some, damn.
Sometimes I don't see why they call them bull haulers. You're really not carrying bulls.
Mm,
Yeah.
some of them guys got them big old stacks of chew in there.
Yeah.
Can't really,
Yeah.
huh? What'd you say?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, bro, hold little boo hole.
Oh, yes,
You
sir.
know what I mean? So, man, that's crazy. So, next question. And I know everybody wants to know how much money does a bull hauler, how much money can a bull hauler make? So you don't have to tell us what you make necessarily, but what what one person can expect to make, in a month, and then you guys can do the math if you want. So more or less in a month, let's just say a steady month, a
Hmm.
month where you where it's all the basically all the same amount of loads or whatever, however that works. In one
All right.
month, what can you make?
That varies. Everyone like they say the bull hauling jobs are one of the highest paid jobs.
Mm.
But like the what I do, I'm just local work. Just around here, and
Mm.
you here the good month, you could take home around around 17K a month.
Wow, 17K. and
Yeah.
and when you say you can take home around 17K a month, do you does that mean like what you actually get to take home? Is that like total? What do you mean
Yeah,
by that?
that's already after everything paid for, fuel and
So that's after
insurance.
your expenses,
Yeah,
basically, right?
yes,
Wow,
sir.
that's
Yeah,
that's impressive. I think
yeah.
that's a lot of money to have
And I
left
mean, there's
over.
jobs out there that are paying more.
Wow, okay.
The long haul jobs.
So those are the ones that require you to be out,
Yeah,
for whatever period of time without coming home,
yeah,
and you're able to come home daily.
yeah. I'm home every day. Yeah,
Wow.
yes,
So
sir.
I mean, if you wanna haul some damn cows and be home every day, holler at your boy, and he'll tell you, hey, this is where I'm at, and this is what you want to do. Then this is the place you want to go, right?
For sure.
So, excuse me. So now that you guys got a ballpark figure of the money you've made, let's talk about what's what's what are the negatives of being an owner operator?
You know, one of the negatives is that a lot of that home time. Yes, you're home every day,
Uh huh.
but you're only home probably 4 or 5 hours of the day.
Mm.
And then you're ready to go back out again or breakdowns.
So are you sleeping at home, or are you sleeping? You just come home to see your family, and then you're hitting the road, and you're just sleeping all over the road, or how does that work? You come home to sleep, or
I
because
come
5 hours
home.
is not a lot of time,
Yeah,
especially when you've been working the rest of it.
yeah, yeah. Usually in between loans, you'll have a good 5 hour nap. Gap in
Oh, okay.
between.
So you're
So
able to take
I'll
naps
sleep
and
like around two
sleep.
hours and get ready and
Oh.
drive. If I have to drive to where I need to get to, I'll sleep just a little bit of time for me enough to get to where I need to get to.
Mm.
I come home. When I come home, I'm home for a good maybe 6 hours and ready to go
Wow.
for the next day.
Shoot, man, that's not a
Yeah,
lot of time.
yeah.
Well, I guess you guess when you're getting paid, to be out. I mean, it makes sense.
There's a sacrifice to it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So let's talk about breakdowns, man. What is can you give us your worst breakdown, or can you tell us some something that's happened to you
Hmm.
that tell us like something unexpected, or something that you didn't know that you can share with us,
All right. Yeah, man. I lost going through Amarillo. I was going through Amarillo and I lost my transmission on
Mm.
that 940. It's probably one of the worst breakdowns, most expensive ones that I've had.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how did you realize? I mean, I know it's probably obvious. You aren't going anywhere picking speed, or you can't go into gear or whatever. So, kind of tell us. Can you tell us what happened, or how did you know?
Well, you can tell the difference. How your truck sounds, or if you
Hmm.
pay attention, the way your truck's running throughout your days. And I did notice a different kind of a sound, to it when I was driving. And then, I just ignored it and just kept going. And then out of nowhere, it just heard a
Hmm.
bang, big bang, and it was just banging the whole time I was driving.
So you knew something was wrong,
Yeah, I knew something was wrong. Yeah.
and so what? You pulled over and you said, "Well, let's see what's going on."
Yeah, I pulled over and looked under. Maybe I thought I lost a draft shaft or something, but there's nothing down there, no fluids or anything. But you could still hear the transmission, grinding the whole time I was sitting
Oh,
there.
so you knew something was wrong, but you just didn't know how to pinpoint exactly what it
Yeah,
was.
for sure.
Okay. So now that I mean, did you make calls? And this is for for the people that want to be future owner operators, and just so you can give them an idea of like the steps you took, so maybe they can reference that later on when they have a breakdown, and do what you did.
Right.
So now you're into the truck. You're hearing this noise. What do you do next?
Well, you gotta have friends in this. You gotta know people that've been doing this for years.
Mm,
And you start making phone calls to people you know. I made a phone call to a buddy, and he recommended me a shop down in Amarillo, and I hit them up, and they got
mm.
me in.
So you kind of, you called your buddy and you're like, hey, dude, this is what's going on. Like, does that sound like a bad transmission? And well, he was like, yeah, like, or did he say, well, I don't know, go ahead and call these people and see if they can come look, or what? How did that go?
He gave me the number to the mechanic, and he just gave me some little things that I could check before. We can say it was transmission,
Okay,
and I checked what I needed to check, and everything was good on that. And he just told me to come in, and he had his guys check it, and he said the transmission was shot.
sure enough.
Yeah,
Wow. So you were still able to get on back on the road.
yeah, I would still be able to drive, but I had to. I wasn't gonna go get a tow truck out there when I
Oh,
was
so
already
you were
there.
able to limp it.
Yeah, I was limping inside the road
Wow,
for sure.
man. So what did that set you back? What is it looking like for a transmission?
Well, yeah, out the door it cost me around 8,500. Yes, sir.
And that's just transmission, or that's with labor?
That's that's everything together,
Oh,
labor and
wow.
transmission.
And so I'm assuming, I mean, because we're further up in Parrington. Um, you know, how much time did you lose? Like, how long was your truck down for? I mean, obviously, you had to let the company know, hey, I'm down. And I didn't even ask you, did you have cows with you when you were broken down?
No, luckily I was empty. I was barely heading
Oh,
to
okay.
the
Well,
feed
that's
yard where I
good.
had to load. Yeah,
Okay.
yes, sir.
So how much time did you lose on that?
It took them about 2 weeks
Holy
they had a
moly.
storm over there, and then they had a new shop that just bought,
Oh,
so
okay.
they didn't have all their pavement set out there, and they was stuck in the mud for a good week and a half. Yeah, so
Uh
it probably takes them a good 2 days, after they get parts and everything.
okay, but
So I lost like 2 weeks of work.
holy
Yeah,
smokes.
yeah.
Well, guys, you guys do the math, and you're making 17K in a month. You divide that by two. You
It's a big
lost. That's
cut.
basically what you lost,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Damn, that's a lot of money, man. That's a
for
lot of
sure.
money. So how? I mean, did you just take the L? I mean, was there
It's
something you were doing during that period?
Yeah, just which you gotta deal with it. It's just part of the game. And what I did, you have buddies that work in the same place you work, and
Yeah.
one buddy let me borrow a truck, so I just kept going till mine was fixed.
Mm,
Yeah,
yeah, that's cool.
for
So,
sure.
I mean, how does that work? I mean, do you can just take anybody's truck and then, like, is it somebody that was already there at the same company? How does that work?
Yeah, there's people that already work where I work at, and they'll have maybe two trucks, three.
For that same reason?
Usually the owner operators that are there, they have two extra trucks, or I have a buddy that lives here where I live at, and he let me drive for him, for those 2 weeks.
Mm,
So we're both getting paid. He'll get paid and I'll get paid. So
you
it
just weren't
worked out
making
both
as
ends.
much.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Yeah. Damn, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
So, is there anything that, I mean, for somebody that's trying to get their CDL, or even somebody that's trying to go owner operator, what advice can you give to them? You know, what?
If they're wanting to get their CDL out, just do it. Go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
Get it out. Find the best thing to do nowadays. Since you got to go to school for it. Try to get on with someone that company that'll send you to school, pay for your degree. To get it
Okay.
out.
Yeah. So there you have it, guys. I mean, if you want to get your CDL, the best thing is to just go for it, right?
Yes, sir.
Damn.
What's the worst that can happen? You're gonna have a CDL. If you don't like it, then
Damn.
you're a CDL holder still. Anyways.
Hell yeah. Now, I want to hear like do you have any stories, bro? Like any like 'cause I hear a lot of like I guess you can say like scary encounters, staying out like in the middle of nowhere. Has anything ever happened to you that kind of freaked you out?
Honestly, I have really never have stayed out.
No.
Slept in my truck or anything that much.
Oh, okay.
But like maybe accident, kind of close to accident wise, and yeah,
What do you mean?
we'll carry those cattle pots. It's more dangerous, because they're all open. All the wind goes in.
Mm.
And one of those seaboard pig trailers, they have wind boards on the side. And
Oh, that's
one day it
right.
was windy. I went up downhill, and I looked back. I felt my truck like leaning a little bit. So I was like, "What the hell?" So I looked back, my trailer tires, my four trailer tires from one side were up in the air. I just started yelling, "Oh shit!" And that, but it went back down. I pulled over and took all the wind boards off real quick.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. So the windboards didn't do their job, or they
Well, the
did.
wind boards are for those pigs, not to get cold. Keeps them warm
But
inside.
it was screwing you over.
Yeah, it was screwing me over. Yeah.
So it's better for the wind to go through the holes.
Yeah, it's better. People say that go through the holes and leave your big back door open, so that way the wind goes back out.
But what about when you're loaded?
When you're loaded, you're safer. You got all that weight on you.
Oh yeah,
For
that's
sure.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. So when you're loading these cows, man, like how do you know how many cows? I mean, I'm sure you have a paper, right, that tells you like, okay, this much cows has to go
Right.
in your trailer. What does that look like for you? What's a typical loading procedure for you?
We'll get our dispatch. We'll load around 30 to 35, 40 cows.
In one
We'll
trailer?
in the trailer. Yeah, we'll check ear
Wow.
tags and make sure that's our cows, and the ear tag will say on paper, and then they'll tell you how much you have to load of those ear tags, and you just divide them in your trailer.
So those cows with the ear tags, they I mean, is it just you loading them? Is there somebody that's helping you? What?
It's the same. It's usually the same guys that work with you that are behind you.
Oh, like
About two
you're
trucks waiting in line will come out around and help you.
okay. So what
Yeah.
happens if one of those guys, he loads up, is helping you load up, and you trust him. So let's just say one cow that wasn't supposed to go in there with a different tag goes in there in your trailer, but you don't, but you don't see it. What happens then? And you take off. What
Well,
happens?
you just wait till it gets to the plant, and
Mm-hmm.
they might not, they might see it and they'll tell you something, but they might, hey, this mixed up, and it's not a big deal, if it's usually two, three cows, but if it's
Mm,
maybe 13, 15 cows mixed with another 14, then yeah, I don't know, man. It's never happened to me, so I couldn't tell you what could happen.
mm.
Yeah. I'm sure it's
So
just a slap on the wrist.
yeah.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, what happens like when the cows get injured?
It just depends, what happened, and the cow's injured in your trailer with a broken leg. That's on you.
Mm,
It could have happened if you didn't park on that chute right. You didn't take the time to
mm.
back your trailer straight to that chute, and or even if just a car gets in front of you, you brake hard, and those cows will come running to the front.
So man, excuse me. What is I mean, you have a cow that's down, and he's got a broken leg or whatever the case is. What do you have to pay or what? Uh,
For a broken cow, we're at the pay around 2,500 for a cow out of
Food,
our
and
pocket.
you got how many cows are you hauling now?
We usually haul around 35 to 40.
Wow, that's a lot of money, man. If
Yeah.
you so, what happens if God forbid? But what happens if there's an accident on the road and the cows, they're on the trailer, so they can't help it, so they're down too. What happens then?
Well, usually, the accidents. This is why we have their insurance for all that stuff, and
Mm,
we can't. Accidents happen. We can't
that's
stop
right.
that from happening. So insurance will come in and take care of everything for that. Yeah,
Mm,
for sure.
wow, man,
Yeah.
that's a lot of money.
Oh yeah, it is.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
So, is there any like I don't know, is there any like what? What's see what I'm trying to say? Have you had a lot of bad days compared to good days, or do you mostly have just you know? Because there's times where you're just on a bad streak, or what's the worst thing that's happened to you is this transmission. But like, what are some of the struggles that you face throughout the week?
It's just that being gone from home. Those hours at the end of the day.
Mm.
Having to wait almost. Sometimes you gotta wait 8 hours for load. You can't come home
Oh
because
man,
we're
too
coming
far.
back home too far from load, so we gotta sit in the truck and wait.
Mm. The time,
Yeah,
time is killer out there,
yeah.
right?
Time is killer out there. Yeah.
Oof. So let's go to something positive, man. How has this job changed your life? Being an owner operator, I should say, changed your life from being working where you were working to being a company driver to now being an owner operator. What? How has that changed your life,
It just
if
took in a
any?
big role. Big change.
Okay,
Especially the income.
okay. So
The
big in a
income
positive
and
way.
yeah, positive way,
Okay.
and it just makes you think different. You're more like independent. More towards your truck and yeah.
So what can you say that some of the things? What are some of the things that have changed since you became an owner operator?
Uh, it's almost kind of the same. But you do have more liberty than having to work for someone. You
Because you're
can't
the
be really
boss,
told what to
really.
do, and if you want that load, you want it. If you don't want it, then go home.
Ah,
But
okay.
that's gonna be on you because that's your money. You just stop them from coming
Mm,
in.
okay.
Yeah,
And man, I mean, it's kind of hard not to notice, but I mean, you're rolling around something pretty new. How does that feel?
yeah, it feels good. Yeah, it
Yeah.
does.
Hey, it's all right, bro.
Yeah,
Tell me, bro. Fuck yeah, what the fuck you thinking? Hell yeah, it feels good.
it does. Yeah,
Hell
yeah.
yeah, man. I mean, that's awesome. I mean,
Mm,
that's part of the what comes with being owner op, right? Is
right.
you get to experience the. I mean, obviously, everything that happens is on you, but also you get to get everything. You know what I mean? You're
Yeah,
not, instead of making money for another company, you're making money for
for
yourself.
yourself.
I mean, even if you are working under another company, I mean, it's all going towards you,
Right.
basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, that's awesome. Is there any stories you would like to share with us? Any good experiences? Any other bad experiences you've had, or just anything in general that has to do with trucks? Any advice?
But I can give you good advice.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Give us advice.
If you want to come into the trucking, just to make money, then just don't do it. Because you ain't gonna like it. It takes a lot of
Mm,
patience to be out here driving, and you get breakdowns, or you run into a storm, you're stuck out there. You just gotta be stuck waiting. Have
mm,
patience for all that stuff.
and
But you gotta like it. You gotta like this job, and
mm,
you love what you do, and you don't mind nothing.
yeah. I mean, you've been working around cows. How long you said?
Going on 2 years already on cows.
Oh, okay. So what are some of the noises that cows make?
And we don't really know. They'll move. They'll move
How?
out
They
there.
what?
Nah, they'll move. They'll move.
They'll move?
Nah, move.
What do you mean they'll move? Or like is that like when
They
they
honestly just don't make. They don't make that much noises out there.
no? Not
They do.
even
They do fart a lot though.
really?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Oh
Yeah.
man, you ever been crapped on?
Yeah, because sometimes then they'll see you, and if they're on the top deck of the trailer, and they'll get scared. They'll
Oh,
start peeling out, and then they'll throw crap on your face. Yeah.
that's happened to you?
Oh yeah. Can't in my
Oh
mouth.
man, what do you do in that situation? Just
I would just take it like a champ and just keep going.
you know,
Wipe it away.
no,
Yeah.
none of
No, no,
that.
no.
No. Has any of it ever got in your mouth?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Wow, what did it taste like?
Nah, it tastes bad. Yeah. I stopped what I was doing and just gagging like
Really?
crazy. Yeah. Yeah,
oh
for
man.
sure. It's disgusting. It
So
might it might not smell as bad, but when you taste it, it's bad.
really, oof. I can't imagine what cow manure tastes like.
Yeah, so then
Jeez.
you don't want to taste it.
It's. I mean, are those cows that you guys are getting there? I mean, are they grass fed? Do you know what kind of cows carry?
Oh, they go Herefords, the steers. Yeah, I mean, but they're not grass fed. They're
Just whatever they feed
whatever
them
they
with.
mixed out there at those feed jars
Ah,
and
okay.
to make them gain their weight faster.
Oh, I get you.
Yeah.
And do you ever look at these cows, man, and just be like, man, like I'm sorry, but I gotta take you to your death. You know, like
Yeah, sometimes I do. Yeah,
mm,
but God, God put those out there so we can continue to eat out here.
that's true. Hey, I don't be
Yeah.
saying nothing when I got a big old steak in
Oh
front
yeah,
of me,
for
huh?
sure. Yeah.
Man, so what are some perks, man? What are some perks of working for the company you work for?
It's a good company to work for, man. They have a good steady work.
Mm-hmm.
They have good rates
Year
and
round?
year round, and they got good discounts. For fuel. They you won't have to pay all your fuel.
Oh,
They
okay.
pay half.
Percentage?
Yeah,
Oh,
percentage.
okay. Oh, so it is percentage?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
for sure.
And
It's just a good company to work for.
what? Like, I know you're owner op, but like, do you like they don't give you no? It's not like working as a company driver. You don't rack up no PTOs or days off or nothing like that, right?
No, no, no,
They don't pay
no
you for
days
your
off.
for your birthday.
No insurance.
No. Oh, really?
Yeah, no days off or anything. You can
Mm.
ask for days. They don't care. They
But
let
that's
them
on you
know.
because you ain't
Yeah,
getting
you ain't getting
nothing.
paid, so it's all on
Mm.
you.
Well, when you're making 17, around 17 G's in a month, I mean, I guess you can afford to take some time off, I guess, right? I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, you will be losing money, but I mean, 17, times 12 is just quite a bit of money, especially
right,
for the area and being home every day. That's the most important thing. I mean, that's pretty impressive if you ask me, because,
yeah,
I mean, me personally, that's why I ask you this stuff because I'm working at the company where you were at before,
right,
and it's definitely a big change because you mean you guys are making the big bucks and I mean we do okay, I guess. I mean, you work there,
right.
but it's not, we could be getting what you're getting, but obviously, you have to be owner op, and the company is taking all the risk, and we break down, and we can just hop in another truck. You break down and you gotta go and get it fixed or towed or whatever,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, for sure.
So you gotta pay to play, right?
hmm
Mm. So what made you choose that truck you have now, that Kenworth? Why Kenworth?
You know, I've always wanted a Pete. But I have a
Uh,
buddy that he bought a Pete, and he had that truck sitting around, and he
uh,
knew I knew it was a good truck because he got it all overhauled and he got it all worked on, and the truck was ready to go.
okay.
And
So
he
you
just asked
miss.
me one day, "You want to buy it?" I said, "Yeah, let's do it."
Mm,
So that's why I ended up getting that truck.
nice. So so that's not the truck you really wanted, but that's the truck that you could use for now because you could rely on it to be a good truck because it had just got done
Right.
overhauled.
Yes.
Okay. I mean,
But that truck's going on to me now.
yeah. So
Going.
now you're
Yeah.
like, I don't know
Yeah.
if I want to get into something else right now. I like what I'm
I
doing.
still want to get into something else, but this
Mm.
truck has done me really good. And I
Okay.
want to do what I can do.
So
Just fix it
so
up, make it look nice.
I don't know. You had told me you had bought some stacks for it, right?
Right.
What size stacks did you buy, and what other things have you bought for the truck along the way?
You know, I bought the stacks. They're 8-inch stacks.
Any stacks?
Yeah, it
Damn.
is a process to put them on that truck because they don't have that setup for stacks by the doors, and so it does take a good amount of parts to just to get them on the truck.
Okay. So everything's. I mean, it's doable, but they don't have. It's not meant to go on the side, so you gotta get aftermarket
Yeah,
parts for it,
parts.
right?
Yeah,
Okay.
modifications, move tanks around, fuel
Oh
tanks.
wow, that sounds like it's a lot of
Yeah,
stuff.
it's a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Okay, so stacks, and what else have you invested in that truck?
I really haven't done much. I'm just maintaining it. Keeping it running, and
Mm,
I do want to paint it one day, but
yeah. What
yeah.
color is it now for the people that don't know?
Honestly, everyone says pistachio.
you
Pistachio
know,
and white.
I don't. I mean, I could see that, but
Yeah.
guys, if you're wondering what it looks like, just think of the Miami
There you
Dolphins,
go. Yeah. There
and
you go.
the only thing that truck's missing for the Miami Dolphins is a
The
fucking
logo.
dolphin.
Yeah.
It's a dolphin.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
Because it's kind of got the stripe already, and then the colors. So
Just needs the logo on
that's what
there.
it reminds me of.
Yeah.
And what future modifications do you want to add to it?
There's a lot that I want to do to that truck.
Yeah.
Obviously the stacks.
Uh-huh.
Um, the lowering kit for the front end. a hard bumper on there,
Mm.
things like that. Do all my interior on it.
Okay, so right now it's factory.
And it's just factory, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so I guess if you what are your future what's the future looking like for you? Like not only just for your truck, but like what is it that you want to do in the future? You just want to continue to do what you want to do? Is there a like you looking to see maybe getting a newer truck, maybe possibly getting a second truck? What do you expect in the future? What would you like for it to happen?
Yeah, for the future, I would like to, grow, add more trucks and be able to have a fleet,
Hey man, ain't another
have
dream.
drivers, and
You know,
but it's what God wants,
that's true, man.
whatever
That's
He
true.
permits.
So, is there any you want to shout out any of your homeboys? And the reason I say this is because I see on your Snapchat that you repost the videos that people tag you in, and it's quite a bit of videos, man.
Yeah,
I see you left and right and different people's Snapchat, so I bet that feels good, for you to be going down the road and people recognize you in there and they say, "Oh, well, there goes Jaime," because your trucks, the colors, you don't
noticeable,
see it around. You don't see it around much,
for
so it's
sure.
easy to spot you.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, is there any guys you want to shout out? Is there anybody that you kind of look up to? I mean, this will be the time to shout out the homies. All the homies that show love, or si no, you know what I'm saying? So,
No, honestly, no, no, not really, man.
okay, so we going with
Yeah,
that, right? Tracas, hijos.
yes,
Hey, it's
sir.
all good, bro. I mean, hey, we gonna call them fans, then, right?
Yeah,
They're
we
just
don't think.
fans.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, que se crean, guys, because you guys get your feelings hurt,
You,
right?
you do. You'll gain a lot of friends out here.
Yeah.
A lot of
Mm,
friends out there. You just get new ones and new ones more every day.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, well, I'm telling you, I see you on Snap a lot,
Yeah,
and everybody sees that truck rolling down, and
yeah,
you
for
know what I mean.
sure.
So I mean, I can only imagine that feels pretty good,
Yeah, yeah,
to be recognized.
for sure.
So, man, that's basically all I got for you. Unless you got something you want to add, or anything you want these people to know.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, well, I appreciate you coming on, brother.
I
And
appreciate you for having me.
let's get a toast, man.
Mhm.
Appreciate it. And
Cheers.
we'll see you on the next one.